Morning, folks. Today's Thursday morning. Angora soaps is the one I'm going to be using today. This one here's the Barbershop scent. Starts out 4.5 ounces in the jar. It's firm inside the container, but easy to scoop out, mash into a bowl, whip up the lather. Pretty easy to do. It is a really nice scent. I'm really thinking this might be one of my favorite scents as it goes for a barbershop scent. This scent here, I'm whipping up the lather in a bowl, which is about waist high. It comes right out of the bowl. The scent hits my nose. Really pleasant scent. Really liking this barbershop scent. And decided, not that they match up as scent wise, but thought I'd go ahead and keep the theme though. Going to be using Clubman here for the aftershave. Got it whipped up here with a Yaqi brush. There we go, 24 millimeter synthetic knot. The name of this particular brush handle is Everest. Got it whipped up here in the bowl. It's on the moist side. It's not exactly drippy, but it is moist. Person probably could add some more water if they wanted to. But boy, howdy. Man, it does. It smells really nice. I really like this scent. It's strong enough where my nose picks it up, at least on most days. My nose isn't always working. Today it's working pretty well. Blade of choice today. Decided to go with a Gillette 7 o'clock. This one here is the Super Platinum. And I have it in this one here is Calypso Blue. This is from Above the Tie. Picked this up off of the Scratch and Dent or the Ugly. Just depends on where you're at and what's available nowadays. And I don't think this one here is available at the moment on the Scratch and Dent / Ugly side of things. But it's relatively inexpensive to pick up there. I think right at about 19-20. In other words, just right under 20 bucks. I think the Windsor Pro is still available for under $17, which is a really good buy. I swapped out the plate. This is the open comb plate. I think this one here, yeah, this is, I guess you might say they call the plate is R. So in other words, it's not the mild version as opposed to the next step up rating between what, on a scale of 6 and 9, I think it is. But anyhow, that's what it looks like. Got a little bit of blade exposure. Now, when you look at these plates that you can order, like I say on the Scratch and Dent / Ugly side of things, excuse me, this particular plate, in other words, the coloration was a little off on the plate. Not that it matters, and it was on the side that's covered up by the plate. So, I mean, the cap, so it doesn't really matter. It's a little bit different than the rest of the shaver, but it doesn't affect the shave at all. And that's with, close observation, looking at it really close and that sort of thing. But when you put it all together, you can tell that the cap is a different color than the base plate. If you look at it really close, different shades of blue. For me, it's, especially at the price point that you pick these up at, yeah, it's perfect. It works great for me. Fits well into the budget, not costing me an arm and a leg. I'm able to give this a try, experience it, so at a very low price. So yeah, I'm not complaining a bit at all. Matter of fact, I'm quite happy I was able to get it. Preshave soap. What's left of the Holliday Cube from Phoenix Artists and Accoutrements. This one here, it's a good thing I have another one of these. The scent is it's just barely there now. It's, I guess you might say, sitting out all this time. It's finally losing a little bit of its scent strength. But when it's brand new, I guess you might say the scent is really nice. It's one of those that seems to work well for my nose. If you haven't seen of recent history, clown fruit, along with a orange shaver, is out and about on Phoenix Artists and Accoutrements website. If you're interested in checking it out, I think the going price is right around $26, $27 for the open comb slant razor that's orange in color, and it glows in the dark. as well as the Preshave cube and also the tube. So if you're interested in the tube, it's offered in the tube also, which is great for travel. Or if you're not really, like I just got it sitting over here on a shelf, may not want it out in the open, maybe you want it contained. In other words, you like the tube idea better, which I can understand because that's where I started, was with the tube. Sort of. That story. Actually, when it comes to how I got started with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Preshave, a few years back, gosh, I guess about 4 years now, maybe, I was sent a sample of the, excuse me, it was scentless, but it was mentholated Preshave soap. And one day I decided to try it and really liked it, and I guess you might say been hooked ever since. Matter of fact, right next to the Holliday cube I got sitting over here on the shelf is the mentholated cube I've got sitting over there, the ice cube in other words. I got it sitting right over there next to it. The next one, I had already started using it, and I switched over to the Holliday cube. Just really like that scent. I smelled it right out off of the packaging, and it smelled really nice. Here we go, open comb. See how this works out. Now with this shaver being aluminum, it is lightweight, so you're going to have to pay attention to the pressure. There is blade feel. It is definitely there. So if you're looking for a mild shaver with less blade feel, this is not the one for you, at least not that base blade. You're probably looking more, if you're looking for something like that, looking along the, what is, I guess you might say, commonly referred to as the standard plate, SB90 would be with the information you're looking for. It is a good place to start. And for a number of folks that won't go any further than that, because it gives a pretty nice, smooth, comfortable shave. This is not over the top on the blade feel. It's just definitely, it is there. I guess you might say it's really right at the aggressive level. Like the, as it goes for blade feel, aggressiveness, 6 to 9 if you're looking like on a Gillette type scale, on adjustable. I don't if you're looking at an adjustable Gillette, this would definitely be at least at the 9, if not even more than that. At least when it comes to the blade feel. That blade feel is definitely there. And it doesn't bother me. It just helps keep you, I guess you might, in tune with the technique. Which, in my opinion, with an aluminum shaver, if it's very aggressive, you're really going to need to pay attention to your technique anyway. With a heavier razor, I feel like it's more along the lines of using the technique of allowing the weight of the razor and the sharpness of the blade do the work. In my opinion, less finesse. I guess it just depends on what you're used to and what you like. I've gotten a lot better with the lightweight razors. I know in the beginning, boy, I really struggled with them. I think over the time, in other words, my technique has improved. That, and I've also learned a lot about razor blades. Not all blades work well. Speaking of blades, I was going to use an Aster stainless steel Bic Aster stainless steel blade in this shaver. Went through the whole pack. Not a one of those blades were up to snuff. And what had happened is when you open it up, one of the things that I do is, I put, it's just a habit, learned from way back when. I put it in the shaver and I look at the blade to see, the exposure of the blade you know, especially on something brand new to me, never used before, and you see the light that'll glint right off of the edge, and notice that the light was not uh, reflecting quite like I had expected it to do. And with those big asters, I noticed something that looked kind of odd, so got the jeweler's loop, which you can pick up. Like I say, they're pretty inexpensive. You can pick them off of eBay, or I know Maggart's offers them, but I don't know if they have any stock. Last time I looked, they didn't have any stock. They're inexpensive, $5 or less. But anyhow, I picked it up, jeweler's loop, to check my thinking, see what I'm seeing. It says just a piece of the like if there's any kind of wax or glue that from the wrapping get on the edge, or what reason why the light was reflecting the way it was. Well, come to find out, no, there's something wrong with the blade. It's almost like I guess you might say, like the gremlins had been eaten on the edge. There was actually small little chunks missing out of the edge. Kind of left you with the impression that maybe the steel wasn't up to snuff, that it was, how can you say, not able to handle the grind that they were trying to put on there. And after blade after blade after blade, I went through the whole pack. The whole pack was that way. Some blades were worse than others. I mean, some I didn't even need the jeweler's loop. It was really obvious that there was something wrong with the edge on the blade. So, needless to say, after going through the whole pack, decided going to go to something that I'm pretty sure is going to be quite all right to use. I almost went to Persona, just the I guess you might say, the heck with this. I'm going with what I know is a reliable standby, always good for me to use. But I thought I would switch up the kind of blades I use in this particular video. Somebody might be interested in the 7 o'clock black. They're not exactly the cheapest blades in the world by any means, but I know a number of folks who seem to enjoy the 7 o'clocks. There's 4 different versions of it, so I guess you might say for me, I have less complaints about the performance of the blades, more complaints about the price. Usually 7 o'clock blades don't come cheap. They're not what I would consider inexpensive blades. At least not by my standards. This is a very efficient shave. There's not hardly anything left on my face. Normal routine. Not adjusting anything, to pick up, to try to get a BBS, and I mean, feels very smooth. Feels good though. I mean, my face is like, there's not hardly anything left. Wouldn't take much to adjust the my standard routine to get BBS, because there's just a little bit left, not hardly anything left. Nice shave. Means tomorrow there's not going to be much on my face to be taken off either. Really nice. We'll see what the alum block has to say about all this. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements alum block comes with a rubber band. Yeah, this is always interesting when you try out a new razor. Got just a little bit of stinging right here. Seems to be kind of normal with an aggressive razor when you're, I guess you might say, your first try at it. Get the pressure off a little bit. Not only that, for me, a shaver like this, it's I have a tendency to to try to get a little bit closer, just a little bit, and typically that means there's going to be a little bit of stinging, but no nicks, cuts, weepers, nothing like that. Oh, this is a really nice setup for me. Changing out all those base plates along with this particular shaver, this is going to be a lot of fun. I have a copper base plate that I've got to try out at some point in time. Yeah, just a little bit of stinging, not much going on there. Phoenix, sorry, this is Stirling's witch hazel. Phoenix has some witch hazel also. This one's unscented but methylated. It is getting pretty low. I've been deciding. I've got Stirling's black ice witch hazel. Been thinking about using it, but I've also got containers of Humphreys, the menthol on this. You know, that nice cooling effect. For me, it just feels great, regardless what time of the year it is. Winter, summer, just that nice cooling effect on my face. You can just see it. I mean, you just feel it going to work for you. Then, Clubman. This, to me, this is a very classic scent that, like I say, the two are not exact by any means. Just kind of figured this is what I'm going to use today. It's kind of one of those things I'm going to use what I want to use, whether they match or not. Really nice scent. I wish I could, maybe one of these days, you know, I might stumble across one where the scent is pretty close to this and strong enough for my nose to pick up. Like I say, my nose is not the best worker in the world, so whatever I say that I pick up off of here, chances are your nose might pick up something totally different. For me, I find that this scent works really well for my nose. Just a really nice scent. Can't say enough about it. Had a great shave. Really recommend you going to the Above the Tie website, checking out the, like I say, I don't think this version is available anymore, but I think the Windsor Pro is. Check out your base plates, see if you want to swap some in and out. In other words, you can get a inexpensive setup with different base plates. Just a great way to start off into Above the Tie set. Man, my face feels good. This is a great shave. Had a lot of fun this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.